question goes to either of you two. What are pre-tournament expectations for you guys, considering not even a year ago you were grinding it out in Tier 2 and now you're on this stage facing the best?
Expectations from me, I would say, is not really result oriented. I want to just make sure that we show the best that we can as a team and that our gameplay is just standard that we know we can compete at. My only disappointment of this tournament is going to be if we go out not showing what we're capable of, not showing all the hard work we put in. And so if we're able to do that and lose, I'll lose with grace. But if not, I'm going to be very disappointed. Um, yeah.
Thank you. Next question goes to Valyn. Last time this team's core had a chance to attend an international event, Reykjavik 2022, things didn't go so well, partly due to lack of LAN experience. What have you guys tried to do differently this time?
I would say Reykjavik was just a very new experience for everyone. Even though there was no crowd or not much around you, it's still just traveling and playing land for the first time was just very difficult for us at the time. I would say now, we had experience playing in Ascension Brazil. We had experience playing in Americas, so we kind of got used to that feeling. And I would credit us being able to bounce back to the loss that we had in Reykjavik. We learned a lot through that experience. And now I would say the biggest change was just we try to get more comfortable with the time zone differences. Before in Reykjavik, like I was sleeping at 5 p.m. Like I didn't really try to accustom myself to the new time zone. But now I'm trying to like get everything right, feel my body, my mind, get it right, and try to feel prepared going into the first game.
Thank you. Next question goes to either of you two. In your opinion, slash view, who are the most dangerous teams in the Swiss stage?
I think Team Heretics are definitely up there. They're definitely a good team from the EMEA region. And I think FPX is pretty good. So I think FPX could have a good showing as well. I think those two are the definitely top teams. And Genji as well. Genji's really good.
Thank you. We'll now take some questions from remote media. First question from Pedro.
Hey guys, allow me to be the first one to, first of many to say, welcome back to Masters. Got a question more so just on your upcoming match, T1, and when one says T1, of course I'm gonna ask about Saya player, former teammate back in when you guys were a part of the guard. And so, question for both of you guys, what was your reaction when y'all guys found out about, facing T1 and how that will then kind of play in with your past familiarity with side player as a teammate?
We're definitely like happy and sad. We don't want to, you know, one of us is gonna have to lose, and it's not gonna be us. So it's gonna be sad for Saya, but at the end of the day, it is competition, so it's how it is. But we're very happy to see him. We've seen him a couple times at the hotel and also here at the venue, and it's just always good seeing your boy. So
Thank you. Next question from Star Factory Sons of KS.
Hi everyone. Hi Valyn. Hi Trent. Nice to meet you. My question
No.
is for both players. This is your first year in T1. You reached the stage one final and qualified to the master. How are you preparing to face the best teams in the world?
Um, I would say we have already kind of faced that. Like in Americas, I would say is probably the best region right now, alongside with Pacific is growing very fast to be a top contender. But we've been playing against some of the best teams in the world, even regionally. So I don't think much changes for us going into this event. Like I would say maybe the old us, we would be like, oh, we're playing the best teams. Like, we have kind of our minds like shifting and stuff like that. But the mindset now is like we've been doing this. It's the same thing. It's just another day for us. So there's really not much differences going into it. We just prepare how we can and try to show our best. And let the process speak for itself.
Yeah, definitely agree. We're just trying to play our game. Um, Obviously we're going to go in with some prep on the other teams and, try to have a good game plan against each team. There's going to be a different game plan for each team, and we're just going to go out there and play our game. That's just what our motto has been. We're going to do what we do and do what we do best and make sure the process is good, make sure we understand what's happening, and that's all we can do.
Thank you so much and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Elizabeth, Descubre Esports.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Good to hear from you. So my question for you is about you guys are coming into this tournament as an Ascension tournament winner, one of the two, DRG as well. But how does it feel, especially after last year when there was a good a chance, excuse me, that you guys were going to be able to compete at all without work support? Then you found G2. What does it mean in terms of just showing people how it's done and what's up that you, the Ascension tournament winner, have made it to a Masters event?
I try not to think that way, to be honest, just because I'm not really here to prove anyone wrong. I'm just here to prove that, I want to show how good I can be, or, I just want to show my best for my personal aspirations, to be honest. But if I were to, kind of think in that direction, I would say that it is kind of a good feeling for the younger players or maybe the players with less experience, that you can kind of see how, if you grind your way up, even through Ascension, you earn your way into tier one. Hard work and passion and grind can grant you the best things in life. And for us, that's qualifying for these events. So I just want to kind of it's more of like an inspiration for people instead of trying to, prove people wrong. But I'm just glad that we're able to do that in this fashion. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here because, like you said, we maybe didn't even have the chance, granted what happened in the off season. But yeah, kind of going into G2 and being here now is just so grateful. And I'm excited to show everyone like what we're about.
Really quickly for Trent, do you think that the guard slash G2 is a sign that the Ascension program works? That when you beat, teams from the Americas, win the Ascension tournament, and then you compete with the best of the best, make it to Master Shanghai, are you the walking example of what the Ascension tournament is all about?
100%. It's the same for DRG. They won the Ascension tournament and they made it to Shanghai. So definitely just shows that there's good players in tier one and tier two, and you can't really count anyone out. Everyone's good in this game, and you really gotta give your all every single game.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Next question from Adley VLRGG.
Hi, this question is for either of you. Uh, the four of you, including me, have previous international experience before, but now with IC have been his first international LAN. How has it been for him just adapting to the scrim situation and just going into a new country, preparing for this type of competition? Has he been, nervous, or is it just business as usual for him, especially?
I think he's definitely like a little nervous. I think all of us are nervous. I think if you're not nervous, then you don't really care. But I think he's definitely taking it well. We're trying to be role models for him as well as like all the people in G2 higher ups that are, helping us all. So we definitely have some role models that we've been listening to and trying to, take their knowledge in and understand what they're talking to us about. So we definitely have uh some knowledge on that. And I think we'll be good. I don't think we'll be too nervous or too pressured, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, to add, I think, the differences from when you look at when me, Trent, and Jonah went to Iceland versus IC coming to Shanghai is that, we had no experience on a stage before at all. It was all online, never played in front of a crowd, never even played a LAN server before. So coming into this, IC has much more experience on that, playing in VCT Americas in front of a crowd, playing on LAN before. It's just going to be another day for him. The only thing that is difficult is that he has a gluten allergy, and it's pretty hard to get gluten-free here in Shanghai. So he's been struggling to eat. So he's a trooper out there, but he's giving it his all, and I think we're going to be fine.
All right, awesome. Good luck for the both of you.
Thank you. Next question from Ravish.
Hi guys.
Yo.
Excited to see you back again. My man said yo. So I was gonna say real quick. So Roski Valyn, we talked just recently, and one of the biggest things that you mentioned highlighting was about the team's mental, right? How it's been an upshifting and downshifting throughout matches and through deficits as well too. Since then, it's been about 2 weeks or so. You mentioned you've been working with the sports psych. What kind of steps have y'all taken to make sure you guys are calm, cool, collected levels right before and during games?
And the biggest one is that we're just trying to get to know ourselves better. We go in these meetings and we kind of just talk to each other about ourselves. What do we like during games? What do we not like? Are we more of a mellow person, or do we want to be more hyped up? All those things play a factor in how we approach each other during a match day or talk to each other. So we've been just trying to open up more on that. And it's been helpful. I think another thing for us is how we're just trying to kind of dumb it down in the sense of just like play our game. It's really just another day, regardless of where we're playing Valorant. You could be in Shanghai, America, anywhere. It's Valorant. So we're just going out there doing our thing, and I think it kind of eases the mind a bit when you approach it that way. Um, I think the sports like Allison, who we've newly added for the team, has been very helpful. And yeah, we have these like weekly meetings with her, and it's really helpful. So shout out to her.
And Trent, similar thing over to you as well too. Like, what kind of leaps and bounds do you think you've been able to make in your past couple of weeks, or just throughout the season, just to make sure that you're playing at your best at all times?
We've definitely been talking about like the communication and just the teamwork that we've been uh like when we lose, those definitely fall off. And when we win, you can definitely tell that it's night and day between those games. And when we have little mistakes or big mistakes where we weren't able to really come back from those before, and now we're more resilient and we're able to come back from those. So we've really just like been growing our mind and just have a way better understanding of each other and ourselves. And so we've just been way more clear-minded.
Back. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Pedro.
Yeah, this question goes out for both of you guys. Given the quick turnover from end of VCT Americas to now, I'm wondering on how you guys have just been faring in terms of just preparation. Flying over to China, having to deal with jet lag and just having to get accommodated to a new landscape. How has that kind of process been, and have you guys been affected by having to do all of that stuff in the lead up to your first match?
Um, Definitely like the first couple of days, we were all jet lagged. We were all going to sleep at 5 o'clock and waking up super early. Um, but with time, now I go to sleep at my normal time and I wake up at the same time I do as if I was in LA. So we've definitely customed our sleep schedule, and we've been really honing in on like how we want to play these matches and like how we want to do what we do best. And so we're definitely going to be very ready for these matches. And yeah, the main thing was just the sleep schedule and making sure, we're eating. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you. And final question will go to Nerditude.
Thank you so much. My question is for Valyn. It's your first international event. How do you feel about that, and how are the nerves?
I would say I'm very confident and excited for this one. I would say I've been making strides as a player and going through VCT Americas versus some of the best teams and best coaches, best players. I've been just absorbing a lot of information. I've been growing my brain literally. So I think, mindset wise, I feel very confident because I think I just understand the game really well right now, going through all these repetitions at Americas. And I'm excited for this moment to just kind of redeem myself a little bit from the last international showing back in Reykjavik. And I know my boys probably feel the same. I would say nerves. I mean, who doesn't have nerves, right? But I think because of the confidence, it kind of, there's no nervous nerves. Like it's just all excitement and readiness. Not really scared or unknown. Like I know what's coming and I'm ready for it. So I just can't wait to play.
Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was the final question for Valyn and Trent. For our media online, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Thank you very much.
Vamos a luchar con nuestras teclas la victoria alcanzar. Como si hoy esta